you and the Leafs.
What? Oh, the hockey team.
just whacking each other.
It's just a separate event.
Yeah, it's like a fight with knife shoes.
Hello, and welcome to our living room. Very exciting. And welcome to the first episode of our podcast.
Hashtag Emoji. Our neighbor's getting robbed.
Our neighbor's getting robbed. We think
this has happened twice.
I don't know if you can hear the car alarm. We're just gonna roll with it.
Yeah. Oh, it stopped.
Every time the car alarm comes back on, take a shot.
No, I'm just gonna start shaking, guys. Okay. Oh, by the way, my name is Heather.
Oh, my name's Mackenzie.
This is our chair.
And this is our chair that is
upside down.
It's been through some times.
Yeah.
It's been through some times. We got it from Scarborough. And we're from Ottawa.
So that was really scary.
So it was really scary. Some guy literally robbed a convenience store and then ran past us.
Dropped his vape
in
front of you.
And rudely declined my invitation to come get it back. I'm kind of glad about that. I don't know if we wanted him to come back to us. But very exciting. Chair has been outside in storage for a month.
Yeah.
Unable to come inside because we didn't, in Scarborough, measure
we were far too busy fearing for our lives.
Yeah, we were too busy fearing for our lives. I don't do Facebook Marketplace things very often. Anxiety. It's just, it's a curse. But so we didn't measure it and got back and we tried to put it in the apartment. We tipped the Uber guy.
As much as we paid for the Uber.
As much as we paid for the Uber. because he was
so
nice. He was nice to us. That's really all it takes.
Yeah, the other guy said he wasn't a moving truck. And
the other guy said he wasn't. I'm like, you drive an Uber XL, sir. What did you tell you something this has never happened to you before?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
We got here, didn't fit in the house, cut the legs off.
Yeah, and then he sat on the couch and now he's drying.
Mm.
I will show you.
He'll be here eventually.
Yeah, maybe one day we'll just be sitting on it.
Yeah. Surprise.
Both of us.
Or
fire. Hashtag
fire emoji.
Yeah. So
yeah.
So what we wanted to talk about in today's episode was we wanted to tell you all about our strategy on the reality TV Netflix show The Circle. Yes.
Yeah. For those of you who are not familiar with The Circle, it is a Netflix series. Basically, a whole bunch of strangers are living in this hotel type situation, and they can only communicate through photos and text, and they never meet, and they're never in the same room, but they can go in as whoever they want.
Yeah, so they can catfish. They can be some other person in attempts to get someone to like them more. All the chads are I'm a finance bro, so I'm gonna pretend to be a hot lady. So that I can, flirt with the men. That's always it. There's always at least one. So it's our dream to be on The Circle.
No, absolutely.
Our dream, and I think we both would get very lonely. Because do you not think?
No, I figured we'd go in together.
Yeah, I figured that's what I was getting to.
Okay, what's my guys?
Well,
beep. Sorry, I censored it.
I don't post censoring.
We'll do it in production.
No, we won't.
No, we have no skills.
You're just gonna be okay with that. No, but we decided we go in together because I know personally I couldn't do they don't have any phones. So that's why there's all those clips during the show of people doing just crazy things for no reason to be, goofy. But I think if it was just me, I'd just be crying. They would just pan to this person painting something, this person burning a loaf of bread or something, and then me just facing the corner.
I'm rolling the floor.
Sobbing. Yeah. So I think to, be able to contribute those, burning the bread, making a card castle, those, I think we'd have to do it together. Or else
it would just be miserable.
It would just be tears. Only tears.
No hobbies, no skills.
But this begs the question, only one of us can, we can't be true people.
No. So who would we be?
Yeah. So let's go through the options. Maybe we start with, like, what does being you bring to the table?
I feel like I'm being interviewed.
This is an interview.
I'm horrified.
This has become an interview.
Really bad at interviews. Here I am on a podcast, and it's fine. I fear I have no qualities. I think.
Well, what would your profile look like? It'd be like Heather, 23. Yeah, you're 23. I forgot. Job description, photos.
I feel like I'm really not.
Well, it would be Heather. Would you lie about your age? Would we lie about?
I don't think so. I think I'm a fairly reasonable age.
23 is good.
I think it's a good age.
Yeah.
I don't know why I wouldn't be.
If there's those younger, we can connect with the youth.
But also the elderly.
Also, we're young enough that the elderly think we're cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fire.
Emoji.
I think. I don't think that's a lie.
No. Yeah. Well, I think going in as you, I think your photos. Well, I think you have lots of good photos, which I don't.
This is true. I do take a lot of photos.
I don't take photos, and if I do, they would be like, why?
I feel like I have enough photos to pass off as like an IG influencer kind of situation, or else I could like tone it down and like I have photos of my brother's dog.
Yes, you need the dog
like
photos.
Hiking.
Yes, because if we just give Instagram models, they always get out
and like no, you're gone.
Because they're definitely catfish.
Yeah.
Woman being nice to me.
I do document a lot of my life. So there's that, that's for sure.
So we have the photos, we have a variety of photos. That would be good. Okay. Well, if it was, for me, it's the photos thing that's the issue. But I feel like, since I don't have as good photos, I could be like, you remember Shubham from season 1?
Yeah.
Like, he didn't have the best photos, but that was endearing.
Yeah.
I feel like you just look at me on the screen and be like, that's sad. I can be your alliance because clearly no one else will be.
Like a pity alliance?
I'll take it. I'll take it. He almost won. But we would win. So that's the pro. The con is, I don't know, I feel like we'd say some silly things.
I fear if we went in alone, we'd say silly things. I don't think it would change. I think we'd say more thought through silly things. I think we'd be standing there like, hey, Circle, say this. Actually, no.
That's what I was about to say.
Say this. No way, I'm lying. Actually, add this to that, and then add several of this emoji.
I think if we were alone, we would say nothing. And then we'd be in conversations with people, and they would think that we're suspicious.
Yeah.
Because all they would see is, like, the dots. They'd be like, they're trying to craft a story. This isn't real. And we'd be just, alone, stressing.
Just, like, sitting there.
I don't know how they come up with those hashtags.
No.
We'd have one.
Hashtag fire emoji. That's all I can come up with.
But they always come up with such good ones. They're like, hashtag, Bros Club Swiftly. But it makes sense.
Bros Club Swiftly.
Bros Club Swiftly. Or,
dying.
They just come up with them like that. It's so fast.
I'm not that smart.
I feel like honestly that might be a downside to our game.
Yeah, we can't think of the greatest.
We can't think of hashtags.
We already have the greatest hashtag.
We already have
but
one.
We can't think of any more.
So we'd have to really work.
We use it several times in a row. Me and you till the end. Hashtag fire emoji, hashtag fire emoji, hashtag fire emoji, 100.
Hashtag alliance? Question mark? Well, they're always so blatant about it now. Like, I feel like in the first season, it was like, if you would have been like, be my alliance, alliance, they'd be like, oh, I don't feel that. But now it's like, you talk to someone for 4 seconds, and it's like, unlikely alliance of the basketball court? Question mark? Because they like both know what basketball is.
Yeah. There's like a sprinkle of basketball mention. There's like in a photo somewhere in the background, somebody else is playing with a basketball. They must be on a basketball court.
They're just outside.
They're just like me.
Like, yeah, this is what we could connect on.
Connection.
See, yeah. I fear we would not know how to do that. Connect.
I am horrible at human connection.
Me as well.
Even worse with robot connection.
Yeah.
And that's what we're doing, right? Essentially.
Yeah.
Speaking to a robot. It's like being best friends with Siri.
I don't know if I could. Once I think I made Siri stop talking to me. Sorry, tangent. I think I said something really mean to her in my youth. I remember this. I forget what I said to her, but then she was like, that was me, and didn't talk to me for like a day and a half.
Did you try turning her back on?
Yeah.
Did you just...
This might not have happened, but I remember it as if it did.
No, that's fine. That's
yeah. I don't
Siri, know. Petty bitch.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I was like, okay, I'm sorry. Well, that's how I know. Actually, that's where I learned not to be mean. I would have been a really different person.
Siri really humbled you that day. She really,
yeah, you know,
take a step down.
Me going out tormenting children on the playground. I was also a child. As a child,
really if you were.
I work in childcare, so I need to be extra concerned. As a child, also, and that's also just not generally true. They were pretty mean to me instead.
Oh, awkward.
Yeah. Anyway, the circle.
I think we should go in as Tim.
Yes.
Nobody introduced it. This is Tim.
This is Tim.
He has his own microphone.
He's
for all
featured.
the things that he says.
Yeah.
Which is a lot.
Which is so many things. Yeah, he's a Christmas dino. And okay, if we went in this Tim, we would have the obvious hurdle of he is the first non-human contestant on the circle.
But then the world is our oyster.
Yes, but then they wouldn't know what to expect. You know? Or
the catfish cover would be blown.
The catfish cover, of course, would not be there.
We're just nothing. We're not even human.
You know, I said maybe one of them would be like, well, is that a real dinosaur?
Spoiler! They had that, like, AI twist, didn't they?
Yes, but the AI was catfishing as a human.
Yeah, but what?
So if we're catfishing as a dinosaur,
what are they doing?
It's not exactly the same.
Well, it's, a new element. Reverse circle. No photos, just him.
At this point, honestly, the contestants keep saying things like, it doesn't really matter if you're a catfish. You know, it's more about the gameplay
based
now.
On the,
and making the alliances versus, like, the earlier seasons were all but must catch all the catfish. But now it doesn't, so maybe they wouldn't care that an obvious catfish was amongst them.
And then we could play up the humor.
Yeah, then we could, anything he says is funny. So automatic friends.
Did you just add X?
Yeah, I could not. Yeah. RXD is just raw smiley face, right?
Yeah. I think it's like, you like the kind of eyes. Yeah.
But like, you're really excited. Okay. I'm glad I just wanted to make sure I didn't say anything accidentally, like, crass.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Because this is a very PG podcast.
Yeah. And with great censorship abilities. Post-censoring.
Not ready to say something. Say ready. Just, you don't have to say something. Just say anything.
Oh, okay. Like pretend. Really good.
Censored.
Wasn't.
I can just imagine me on the circle, like censoring myself, being like, "Hey, circle, message Mackenzie. Hi, Mackenzie. You beep! But it's like asterisk, 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 asterisk.
Which just caused drama.
Yeah.
As Tim, that we'd have to say for Tim Timothy.
Yeah.
Because when then it's a joke.
Yeah.
If we call someone a bleep.
Oh, then we get fired.
Then,
that's not the right word.
Then they're like, that was, what was it?
Blocked.
Blocked.
Yeah. Fired.
And fired.
And fired. Well, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, maybe we'd have to quit our jobs to go on the show.
I would be okay with that. No, awkward.
It's for another episode. Yeah, Tintin, he is a good option. He is a good option.
Yeah.
What if we went in as, like, a man?
See, that would be fun.
If we went in as a man. But where oftentimes people go where they will win as a man, falter. Here's where they fail. Is they decide to just be awful. When it's like either a gay man playing a straight man or a woman playing a man, they're just like, man, how do I be believable as a man? Be awful. And like talk to the women and like say just poorly. Weird things. I'm like, we'd just be nice to the women.
And then, yeah, we'd be like a soft boy.
Yeah.
Go in as one wearing like a knit sweater.
Yes.
In his profile. Yeah, with a dog. I think we could pull that off.
I think we pull that off, but the dog has to be the second photo. Because always when I see like, oh, you put it like on the circle specifically, when you put a dog, like you're trying.
Yeah.
You're trying to be like, here's my dog.
Because they know people like dogs.
Because people like dogs.
Manipulation.
But then the people know they're being manipulated.
Yeah. So it's in there somewhere. But
it's
not the first
You mentioned they have a dog. And then I think our like bio needs to be like, if we're, this soft boy. What's his name? Evan the soft boy. In the sweater.
That's the only name I can think of.
I like it.
Okay.
And he has a dog named like Bruno or something.
Yeah. The color green.
Yeah, the color green sweater. Green sweater.
Yeah.
Honestly, this is pretty good.
Yeah.
Evan
I like this for us.
Is really nice to people.
Yeah.
And is funny. Because here's the thing. When we say jokes, they're not as funny as when Evan would say them.
Yeah.
If it was because he's Evan. And then everybody loves us.
Yeah.
And then we go into like the boys chat. Because there always is one.
Oh, yeah.
We don't start it though.
No. We get added in.
Somehow
we also weave our way into the girls chat.
Yeah.
Just because we're soft.
Because we're soft. Because we are a soft boy.
Yes, we're a soft boy. With a dog.
Yeah.
Am I mentioned me and a dog?
We need to. I think if we mention it that many times, we're gonna run into some problems. Yeah. What's his job?
What do soft boys do?
Oh my goodness. Oh my god, Kate, this latest season, that one dude who was like, I'm a lifeguard, but couldn't answer basic lifeguard questions. Like,
oh my god.
What did you think would happen, bro?
Didn't he say he wouldn't dive in to get the dog or something? They were like, if there was a dog that was drowning, would you
I don't know if that was him.
That was somebody.
Someone, but he couldn't swim.
But he couldn't swim.
And that was his logic. And I'm like, that's good. As a former lifeguard, I was like, that's a wise choice.
Good, yeah.
A
little fire.
But then they were all like, you're horrible. And I'm like, oh no. Oh no.
I think where catfishes, like, is the word we've been using falter?
I don't know why.
I don't know. It's happened a couple times.
Where they falter?
Where they falter?
In our professional opinion.
Is they get caught in lies like that. Like they say they're a lifeguard. They've done no research. If we're going in as a catfish, we need to know everything.
Yes.
I feel like we'd be fine with that. We'd have a spreadsheet somewhere.
Yes. We would know all of the answers.
I feel like I'd have sticky notes like up on the wall.
Oh yes. We would
with
have
string, not because it means anything, but because it looks like
the aesthetic investigation. And then we'd have a notebook next to us that actually had all the information.
Yeah. This is just for my brain.
Yeah, we would put up lots of like you know how they put up like Sarah the snake. They draw a snake because that's who they think is a catfish or something. We'd have that all over. Yeah. Lots of drawings.
We're an artist. No. People don't like us. What would we?
But they might like us if we were Softboy Evans.
Yeah, Softboy Evan.
Maybe.
But Softboy Evan as what?
Softboy Evan. Hey.
I'm staring directly into a light bulb right now.
Okay. I kind of like the artist approach. But it can't be a visual artist.
No.
Because I can't draw. And that would rat us out immediately.
Maybe like a... Maybe it's like design of some sort.
Yeah.
Sort. Like graphic design or like interior design.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Ooh.
Not that I know anything about interior design.
But we would learn.
We would learn. We would know.
We would learn. Those are both things that I feel like we could have a book for. And now that I know anything about graphic design, but I think graphic designers learn. I feel like people would expect them to be able to also draw.
Yeah, they put us in like a drawing test. Like sometimes they do those paintings. We'd be screwed.
We would have problems.
I don't paint.
I don't paint either.
It would be circles.
No matter what the problem
circles,
was.
squiggles, smiley face, abstract.
Yeah, that maybe is a way to get out of it. Is we're an abstract graphic designer.
I specialize in splatter paint.
I specialize in circles, squiggles, and smiley faces.
And be bringing like a roll of painter's tape with me
to represent the curves and swerves of the world.
That's deep.
Seven.
Seven. That's sorry. That's soft. Yeah.
Okay. Honestly, I think I did not think we were going to come to the conclusion that we were going to do a catfish.
No, I didn't either. I figured we'd go in as one of us. Or maybe like a sibling.
Yes.
I feared no one would believe me if I went in as my brother, though.
No.
Not even like for a second. First of all, there's the decade difference. And second of all, I don't know shit about kayaks.
We might be able to use my brother's photos. Purchase him
good photos.
He would. I'm sure he takes photos, and if not, we can stage some. But I feel like we could give him the soft boy aesthetic, do a couple photo shoots, and he could work. You know?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I know we can find a dog.
We need to find a dog. Where? Who do you know is a dog?
My brother. We'll just take it all the way from Ottawa. We'll bring it all the way here.
This is going to be a real endeavor. We're going to go to Ottawa, get the dog.
I'll buy him a train ticket. He can sit next to me.
Bring the dog back on the train. Find my brother.
Put them both in the same photo.
And do a whole photo shoot.
Release the dog. No, I wouldn't do that.
Bring the dog back. But I think, it might be easier to just bring my brother to Ottawa, to be honest.
Oh, there's that too. The transporting animal.
Yeah. He could be an Evan.
Wait, let me hold on. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. And we would befriend everyone, but be nice about it. But not too nice.
No.
Because we can't you can't be a pushover.
No.
But you also just, oh my god. When they play the man just as awful and expect it to work out for you, I'm like,
I fear though. The thing is with the playing like friend of the world, I'm using Sims references because I can't think of anything else. The thing is with that kind of approach is I do that in real life and it never ends well for me because I end up like becoming friends with two enemies and then having to pick a side.
Yeah. And what sucks is when you're everyone's friend, then you're everyone's like number 4.
Yeah.
And no one's number 1, which isn't going to work out for you.
We have to find our favorite friend.
Yeah, well, I think we
go in
approaching
it with
who we're like secretly really tight with, and even like make a deal with them that like, okay, if we're in like those games and it's like reveal who your like main alliance is, do not say me.
Yeah. Keep it kind of like hush.
Yeah, like have one person that you're like, okay, I feel like we can reveal more gameplay. Like, don't say me for this. Like I'm gonna put you number one every single time. However, like, no one should know about that.
Yeah.
And then you can have other people thinking that they're your number one on the rankings.
And then get you out, stabbed in the back.
Yeah. You're number two.
Blocked!
Yeah.
Fired!
And what would we do when we were, like, super influencer? Not super influencer, just influencers.
We could be super.
If we're, that doesn't happen
If we are
very
an
often.
influencer, it would be super.
Yeah, it would be super. Yeah, we'd get it, and then we'd both just go, super!
Yeah!
Yeah!
Good show.
We'd get it, and that's where a lot of people fail, because then you get those people, it depends on who's across from you. Like, if it's a friend, it's very easy. But then if it's, you really have to then go hard for your people, if they're, like, wanting to save everyone that you've, that often causes them a problem.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, oh, I saw a different side of you.
Yeah, especially if, like, you end up in there with somebody that has different alliances than you, and then they think, like, because you've already mentioned, like, Tim is my main alliance.
Always.
Right? You've already mentioned that, but it's not him, it's somebody else. It's Microphone. Microphone is actually main alliance. And they go, well, actually, Microphone means nothing to us. We should just put out Microphone. And then you go, oh no. Then you kind of have to be like, well, if Microphone means nothing to either of us, Microphone's not a threat. We should do one of these two big players, which happen to be both of our big alliances.
Yeah.
You have to kind of play stupid.
Yeah.
Which I think would be really tough.
Unless we made Evan a little bit dumb.
Yes.
A little bit. Just a little bit. And then you sort of play that to the advance. Me as well.
Yeah.
We just pull out that part, but then, like, put that as a front.
Yeah.
And then behind, we're like, we want to get our way.
Hacking into the mainframe.
Yeah.
Yeah. But not.
I think we win. I think this is...
I really do.
I think this is the way to go.
This is what my heart is set on. This is what I want in my life.
Yeah. Well... And then we'd win, and what would we use the money for?
Bribe Netflix to put us on next season.
So another season?
Another season of the circle. Double or nothing, baby!
And then we're just on the circle until it's...
We're circling!
Until it's over. We're just on the circle until it's over.
Every season of the circle is us.
Wow.
And we win every season, because we've already bribed Netflix.
The circle, no one watches anymore because it is.
Well, they're not gonna put me on Love Island, so I might as well be on the circle forever. I've never seen Love Island.
I've also never
seen something that I've never seen.
They're not going to put me on Too Hot to Handle, although I do think they should put me on. I think they should put just a person who, like, I think they should just put a regular person on. You know, like how they should in the Olympics. Like, with the Olympics.
I'm not. Sorry, my brain didn't hear a word that just came out of your mouth.
Like, you know how they should have a normal person to handle, where they should also have a normal person at the Olympics. Like,
just like running the, 400-meter sprint.
Just to show how impressive it is.
And then there's just, a random.
Who's, really far behind.
Trailing.
Who's, really far behind.
They finish in, 30 seconds, and the other person comes by about 5 minutes later.
Literally. Then we'd know how impressive it is.
Yeah.
Like, you'd have all the figure skaters go.
Theory.
And then,
put me on the ice.
You would go.
They should put me on the Leafs.
What?
They put me just I should, we see how good the Leafs are, because I'm...
Oh, the hockey team.
Yeah, sorry, I made a sports reference.
I'm confused. Immediately confused.
Put me on hockey. Put me on
hockey.
Put me in, coach.
And then each team has just one really bad player who they're just trying to get, and then they fight each other.
Yeah, not over anything. Just go to the middle. and they just start just whacking each other.
It's just a separate event. Like you have
They're doing like the face off in the corner, and then you've just got like me and you on opposite teams scrapping in the center. Nobody's stopping it. There's no ref.
And then do they get is that an extra point?
No, it's just for fun.
It's just entertainment.
They're just no, it's
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a fight with knife shoes. Knife shoes. I understood my first hockey game for the first time. This is so off topic.
Yeah.
Like 2 weeks ago.
Really?
It was eye opening.
No, they just hit
I
the
stood up and I went, yeah! I know. Crazy.
You said yeah.
I was such a hater. I'm like, maybe not that. It's like, woo! But I didn't really know. I comprehended
I see.
my first hockey game. Annoyed the shit out of my poor father. But I did understand my first hockey game. This is a big achievement, guys. To our 2 listeners.
I don't think I would ever understand.
I said 2 listeners because I was counting for you and me.
You would listen. I would listen.
Yeah.
Well,
hi, Mom.
Leanne would also listen. Shout out Leanne.
Hi, Mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, have we fired Emoji out?
Fire!
Well, that's what we would do in the circle.
Yeah.
We decided, which was not what I thought we were going to come to.
No, this is really not where I thought we'd end up.
Evan the soft boy.
Yeah.
Who's not a friend to all.
No.
But is kind.
Kind to most.
A kind man.
Yeah. We're just going in as a nice guy.
We're just going in, but not a I'm a nice guy. Just a genuinely kind human being.
Yeah.
I think it's foolproof.
No, I like this.
I think it would win every time.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
cute, tootie, little smile.
Yeah.
Dog.
But not like
dog.
Like.
This is him. This is the dog. Yeah. I'm just imagining your brother posing with this.
Okay, that might be our one flaw. Is not getting a real dog.
That's the window when I go to dog.
They
animate one like the Lion Kings.
They all look the same. I was very confused.
What all looks the same?
The lions.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the dog.
No.
I was like,
I can tell the difference between dogs.
Are you sure?
Most of the time. Dogs that I know. Dogs that I know. I can tell the difference.
That's good.
Well, on that note.
Okay, bye.
Thank you for watching our first episode of #FireEmoji. Till next time. Bye.